Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. So today I was going through my stuff, cleaning some stuff up, and I found this bin of tiny fabric samples or fabric pieces that are just kind of left over, just jammed in here. So I was thinking about something fun to do with them. So what I came up with was pretty simple. So I took a piece of the fabric, stapled it on, threw a couple decorations on there, and away to go. So I'm thinking it'd be kind of fun to just take some of my cards I have laying around undone. I've got masterboard things, I've got my coffee dyed stuff, I've got cards that are cut from scrapbooking. I have a whole pile, if you see my videos when I sorted stuff, I've got a whole pile of scraps that are, I consider like bases to make into tags. So I pulled some of those, and some more masterboards, and then a whole bunch of solids. Not that I'm going to do all of these, but just figured I'd pull some out and just get a pile of items that are ready to go. So what I made my ready to go is this. So we'd go ahead and find a fabric that I like to go with the card, around the edge probably, because I like doing that, or making, you know, slants to a tag, and make this into a ready to go pile. So I'm going to do a few of those, and then we can decorate what we have. So like, say we take this one, and that could be pretty on there, right? That could definitely be pretty on there. So all I'm going to do is just take one of my pieces, and I do like to rip them versus cut them. And I know I'm just adding to my pile, but yeah, I think that'll be pretty. Now we're going to go ahead and round the edges. If you want to ink, you could do that. If you don't want to ink, you don't have to do that. I'm just going to just put a little bit of ink just because the sides are white. Nothing dramatic. All right. Does that face upwards? I'm like looking at that. And this could be pretty going this way, I think. And no matter where you put the tag, you could always have it be so that it pulls out sideways as a tab or out of the top. Doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to put it over here. All right, I got my little stapler, and you can put, depending on how big you make it, put one staple in there. There we go. I'm holding it too close to that side. I'm going to do this side next. I kind of wish I had a little bit of an iron here to straighten that fabric out or make it less unfoldable. All right, there we go. It is stapled on there perfectly, not, and ready to go. I think the problem is I have this banded. I have a like a cuticle issue, and the bandage is like not letting me grab. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to blame the bandage. All right, so let's say we got this lovely thing. I'm going to go ahead and round this up front. Get rid of that, and we'll see what we have fabric-wise to go with it. Now, there's always something that can go with it, and this black would definitely go with it. All right, I'm gonna make a tinier one. Gotta snip that. Oops, threads. All right, I think it would be nice right there. Now, if you're having a problem stapling it, I hope this glue is okay. You can always, it did feel like it was a little bit stuck. There we go. You can always put some glue on there. And get it to be where you want it to go, and call it a day. Or you can put some glue on there, and then you don't have to worry about holding it, and staple through it. Cute, right? Onward and upward. So this is kind of like a mindless kind of thing. I've gone through before. Oh, there's two here. I'm like, why does this feel thick? I've gone through this process where I've taken my bases, these thicker ones, and decided what they're going to be, either journal cards or maybe put a pocket on there. I've done that before, but adding this extra tag to it is just kind of a little bit of, oh, that's pretty with it. Let's go with that. And I think I'm going to make it a bit longer and just have it kind of fun. So I'm going to put a little glue in the back here just to hold it. And I'm going to cut a little bit off. And have it ding down a little bit to right about there. Okay. All right, let's put a little staple there. And I'm going to put a little staple up there. Fun. All right, let's see what we got. So we got some prints. Now, what if we wanted to do a solid, like this green one? And I think I'm gonna find my bigger. There's so many things you can add to these. You could, whoops, that is not straight. There we go. You can ink them or splatter them, cover them with stuff. But I think something bright and cheerful like this on there would be fun. Or of course, let's do that. Now I'm going to put it back. This almost looks like circles and not the ladybugs, so I'm a little bit okay with putting them there. So let's put these guys down. And we're going to go ahead and put a staple on that side and put a staple on that side. Nice huge header. Still got lots of room to decorate, add some fun stuff to it, but cute and whimsical. I mean, you could technically, if you wanted to, just put that into something just like it is to have a double-sided journal card, but just have some fun fabric with it. I could go on and on and have fun, but let's decorate one of those ones that I made just to show you how, like if you've got a pile and you want to decorate something. And I have a pile and a pile. So I did that one, and that one, and this one, and I've got that one. So let me grab a few things and see what I want to decorate. Okay, I'm back. I grabbed 3 things, and I might put some numbers on there too. I've got this washi tape leaf that's in green, and this is a bit more orange, but I do have like this orange washi tape to kind of mute it back down again. And so it's a little bit more muted than the tag, but I think that's okay. All right, so we're gonna put that on there. And I don't think I put a little ink on this. And we're just gonna put that on there. And a little bit of the washi. I need a pin. Sometimes when I can't get these washes off, all I need to do is get a little bit of a pin and poke it up. There we go. All right, put the ticket and we'll glue that down. Maybe a little washi tape along the bottom there. That could be kind of fun. All right, I have this one that has a bit of that brighter orange on it. So it might be fun to add this to it. All right, let's do that. And all right, I'm gonna trim this off instead of wrapping it around because it's kind of roundish. Not kind of roundish, it is roundish. Now you could also stamp the fabric if you've got something solid like that. Put a, not invisible ink, archival ink. Boy, invisible ink would be fun. Get some archival ink and put some on there. But pretty easy to decorate something that already has something like that on there. So I think it's kind of fun to do. All right, let's decorate a couple more because I like this. I have purples. I do have some purples. So that'd be fun. All right, the only thing that I would suggest if you're going to do this, oh, there was 2 pieces there. It was folded over. Interesting. Okay, if you're going to do this, don't do it with the bandage because the strings like to stick to it. But it is definitely something easy to do. Especially if you got a bunch of scraps laying around that you're not sure what you're going to do with them. Now I know a lot of people make the fabric flips, but some of these pieces that are, you know, smaller, they may not go on there as well. All right, this is going to get just one staple. Right, so simple, and then just ready to go in my little pile to decorate. And I do have that purple journal, so I say let's do another one with that purple dot fabric. I'm gonna do this one sideways. I could tuck it in into one of the belly bands or something. Put some digital on here. Decorate it up. And ready to go. Now, if you think you're kind of limited to then what you use this for, don't think about it that way, because this is just something, you know, add an extra. Doesn't have to match perfectly like this was. Not the exact orange, but there's hints of orange in there, and I still think it works, even though it might not be the same color on there. It's still fun, and like I said, you put it into a pocket and that sticks out. You'll be able to pull it out easily. Yeah. All right. I don't think I did any of these. Now, what's nice about these coffee dyed ones that are so neutral is they are so neutral that you can pick something fun. Oh, I wonder, as I'm looking, I just randomly grab some. I see this hexagon one. This will go with it. was hoping I thought I had a hexagon coffee dye, and I might, and I just didn't pull it out. I just pulled out some of them. I didn't pull them out all of them, just a handful. All right, we're gonna just round these edges. Probably could have done the tag on these, but yeah, I definitely think putting a little bit of glue on there is probably the way to go, just to make it a little easier to hold it while you staple it. Yeah, fun. Like, I almost feel like I'm doing it backwards here. Like, I want to put something on there and then find the card to go with it, like this bicycle. This bicycle would be fun on something. Well, that'd be perfect on this, I think. Lots of the same colors, for sure. All right, let's round it. Am I doing the small one? Yeah, I think so. Appears that folded back when it got trimmed. Put a little glue in that corner. That happens occasionally with masterboards. The corner comes off when you chop it. Okay. I think the bicycle near the bottom would be very cute. Put some glue on the edge of this fabric. Because I'm not sure where it's going to touch on the card. And I want the fabric to stick out just a little bit. Oops. Don't want to pull it too hard and pull it off. All right, we're gonna staple a piece down there. Staple a piece up there. Now that's cute. I like that. A little bit on the back. Fun. Be able to put a focal point up here, a big butterfly or a flower, something like that. I have those floral die cuts. This might be too big. Like that big butterfly, that'd be pretty. Or the rose. I like the rose. I think I'm going to put one of these. This is the clear stickers, like as a background, because I can still see the lines through it, but it'll add a little bit of sort of a texture to it. And a small label below that. I think I I want a plain label since that's got words on it. Not a fan of the mushrooms, but oh, that could be fun. I kind of like that. Question is, do I put it over that a little bit? I say, why not? So yeah, so you can kind of see that you can start with just a card with a piece of fabric on there, and then when you find something that you want to put on there, you can decorate it quickly, but you have some bases laying around just kind of ready to go. Cut. I think it's hanging over just a hair. And I think a little number will just tip this one in. Because you can't go wrong with a little number, right? All right. Put it down there in the corner. I love it. I have to trim that little piece off. Little clear stickers hanging off the edge. But I love it. Those master boards really come in handy. That's for sure. And just adding a little piece of fabric and some things, you can't go wrong. I still have a couple sets of the master boards on my Ko-Fi account if anyone's interested in them. They're fun to have because they're just random and probably papers you don't have on your own. And there you go. So, okay. Well, I think I'm going to stop now because I could probably do this for about 6 more hours because of fun. But I decorated. I might be able to do the 3 and 30 that the 7 Plaza is doing. I'll have to check into it. I'll see how long the video was. But I did finish 3. Well, more than 3. But so there's this one. Might go in the purple journal because I did put a purple digital on there. This one is fun with the fabric with the bicycle. I really like that one. Still got plenty of room on the back to be able to write. I love it. The flower really does go with those colors. Very fun. And this one, the Grand Hotel Mantra. Add some shades of orange in there. Very fun. And then we got all the other ones that we made for the future. Pretty flowers on that one. Some bright purple on some neutral. Another purple, because why not? Another purple, because why not? This one's really pretty. This is going to be probably hardly anything to go on there. And then a generic green. And this fun one. So, yeah, I love it. I love them. Okay, well that is going to be it for me today. So don't forget, if you got a little pile of fabric squares that you don't know what to do with it, get a pile of fabric squares or cardboard squares, cardstock squares, and put them together. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that has stopped by. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye for now.